Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abie and thank you for joining me again for another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you just some teething remedies that I use that work for my son. I have a 10-month-old son. If you are new here, his name is Kai. I do a lot of videos on him, just showing what he eats in a day, activities that we do, and now I'll be doing some informational videos. And fun fact, a lot of these videos I actually recorded a while back. Like I have some pregnancy videos that I recorded and just never got to uploading it, so I will probably be re-recording those and posting those soon. So if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of content coming up that I am so excited to share with you. So let's just go ahead and get into this video. So teething remedies that I've used, and I know teething for me and probably for you as well was very difficult and is very difficult. My son is actually going through it right now. He currently has 5 teeth, but I can see the other 2 at the top coming out. He has 2 at the top and 3 at the bottom right now. So actually the 5th one is just coming in. So I'm just gonna share what I learned through his teething, and hopefully it can be useful to you as well. So first things first, I'm just gonna share some easy at-home remedies where you don't really need much that did work. First thing is just simply massaging his gums with my finger. And I did that not just with my finger, but with my knuckle. I just would do it like, I would do it like this. And he liked that. Just make sure you wash your hands before, just to be on the safe side. And yeah, that's something that worked really well. I would try and just massage his jaw and gums. I don't know if that helped, but he liked the massage. So another thing that helped when he first started teething, and I didn't really have any products or anything to help him with it, what I did was I wet a washcloth and I put it in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag, and I took it out. I did wring it out. I just it was just damp, and I just rubbed that along his gums, and that seemed to help him. He liked that a lot. So that's another easy thing you can do there. And another thing you can do is if you already have teethers, like the ones, the silicone ones, or the ones that have like the little, it looks like there's maybe like some kind of gel in there. I put it in the refrigerator. I did try putting it in the freezer as recommended on the packet of the one I bought, and it was just too cold for my son. He didn't like it, and it was too cold for his hands. And it did say if you are going to put it in the freezer, to just put it in there for like 30 minutes max, but even with that it was too cold for him, so I put it in the refrigerator, and that was fine. He liked that, and it helped a lot. So one other thing I did, just because I was already preparing baby food for him and freezing it, so I had a lot of frozen fruit. So I gave him some frozen fruit. I had frozen banana puree and frozen strawberry pieces, and I think that helped him out a lot. One thing I did purchase from Target, it's like, you've probably seen those mesh like teething helper things. I don't know what to call them. Maybe I'll look it up in a second. But I read a lot of reviews on them and saw that they were pretty hard to clean afterwards once you've got the fruit through it, and also that it was hard to sanitize it, that it may have like bacteria left over. So I found these silicone ones from Target, and I'm sure it's on Amazon and other places. And it was so much easier to clean, and the size was perfect. I was able to put a cube of the frozen banana puree that I made for him, and I closed it up, and he loved it. It got messy, but it did help him with his teething. And another thing that was helpful for me, and maybe helpful for you, if you are a nursing mom and you are already pumping or plan to pump, you can pump your breast milk and you can turn it into a popsicle. And they have the thing that I bought. I'll go ahead and put a link to it, or maybe I'll just put a picture of it here. And it's just like, you can put anything in there, but I put breast milk and I froze it, and he enjoyed it. You know, of course, of course he enjoyed it, and it helped with his teething. There was something cold on there. And another thing that you can do, which is the next product I'm going to talk about, is if you have chamomile tea. That is supposed to be really helpful for just not just teething, but just calming a fussy baby. And it did help, at least for me and my son. So one thing I started doing was I would freeze the chamomile tea in that same container that I had that I was making breast milk popsicles. So that's another option that you have there. So those are my main like easy at-home remedies for teething. So moving on to some other things that I tried, so products like over-the-counter stuff that I bought. The first thing that I tried with him were these Camellia, they're like, it's liquid, it comes in like these little pods, and it actually was very helpful. And this is all homeopathic, so it is safe. It doesn't really, it's natural, it doesn't really have any like synthetic medicine in it. So this was something that was helpful, and this was, you can buy this at Target or Amazon, and I'll include pictures of them and links below. Let me just pull it up. Okay, so it is by Boiron. I'm not sure if that's how you say the company name, but it's Boiron Camilia Teething Relief, and it is in these little pods. And it says here that it's benzocaine and preservative free, and it's oral liquid dose. It was very helpful because I was able to squeeze it right on his gums, and I still use that now for teething every once in a while. Another thing that I tried, or the next thing that I tried that was helpful, were these Nuby soothing tablets, and I think those are also made from chamomile. I'm gonna just look it up. Yeah, so it is Nuby chamomile soothing tablets, and it says with natural ingredients. It says it helps calm, relax, and soothe infants that may be teething, upset, or restless. And it says this was all natural ingredients, and I did try it. It's just these little tablets that you give, like, you know, every 15 minutes up to, I think, an hour, as needed. And these were something that definitely helped him. So the next thing that I tried with him for teething were Babyganics teething pods, and these are safe because they are also benzocaine free. And one thing that I read about that, why you don't want to use benzocaine, that's something that is found in like oral gel and things like that. You don't want to use it on your baby because one, it could affect their gag reflex, which could lead to choking. And I read some other crazy things about it that maybe I'll just link an article below. But you want to find something that does not have benzocaine in it, because it could lead to, it could be deadly, you know, for your baby. So these were free of that. It says it is formulated without benzocaine, parabens, synthetic flavors, or dyes. So this is something that was also helpful, but it's not something I use as much anymore. And then the last thing that was very helpful, and this is something my mom had been talking about from like the beginning. She kept talking about Ashton Parsons. I had no idea what she was talking about, but it's what they use in Sierra Leone, what most mothers use in Sierra Leone. And when you look it up, it's actually called Ashton and Parsons. And it's like a teething powder for infants and babies. And you can't really find it at any stores here in the US that I've seen. Actually, one of my very good friends, her aunt that lives in London, bought a bunch and sent it to us because we have babies that are like the same age, just weeks apart. And this thing really works. And you can just take the powder, you can either just rub it on the gums. And what my mom likes to do is she likes to just pour it directly on the gums. Something that I found to have helped my baby, and I did see that it's sold on Amazon, and I'm sure it's probably sold somewhere here, but even when the one that's listed on Amazon, it comes from the UK. So I'm not sure why it's not sold in the US, but when I looked it up, all the reviews were good. It says it's made from natural ingredients, and there were no any danger reports of it. So just reading it here, it says a traditional herbal medicinal product used for the relief of teething pain and symptoms associated with teething, such as sore and tender gums, flushed cheek, and dribbling, based on traditional use only. It is herbal and it doesn't have any synthetic medication in it, which is what's most important for me. And last but not least, one thing that I feel it's worked for Kai, and I'm not sure if it's just all mental or maybe it's just he's just maybe getting used to teething, but the very first teeth that appeared for him, it was very difficult time. He cried and cried. There was like nothing I can do to console him. Even if I would nurse him, he would stop nursing and start crying. So then I started researching, and I found out about these amber necklaces. And so I said, you know, hey, it's worth a shot. I saw a bunch of reviews on it. Like, I think the one I bought on Amazon had like over 2,000 reviews, and they were mostly all good. And so because of that, I went ahead and decided to try it. And I think that it has helped, because after that, all of the teeth that came were not as difficult as the first round. So I think it's worth a shot. He still has that necklace on now. These necklaces are not for your baby to chew on. It's just necklaces that they wear. You can either wear it around their neck or around their wrist, or some people put it around the baby's ankle. And what it is really, they're made of real amber stones, and you have to make sure you get something that is authentic as well. Like, they're supposed to come with a certificate that says it's authentic amber. So amber is just supposed to have some healing properties that when it touches your skin, just by touching your skin alone, it's supposed to help calm you down. It's supposed to help with inflammation and pain. So this is something that, you know, it's worth a shot. And usually Kai doesn't even notice that he's wearing it because it is like short enough that he doesn't see it. So that's something that I think it's worth a shot if your baby's going through teething. I mean, why not? There's nothing really dangerous about it. So now I'll just go over some things that didn't really work for me, or things that I bought, or things that I won't buy. One thing that I bought were the teething gloves, because he was, and the reason why I got that is because Kai was biting his own hand and biting his fingers. So I thought, oh, the teething glove would be great. I bought that. He didn't really like it too much. He doesn't like things covering his hands, even things covering his feet. So that's something that might work for you, but it didn't work for my child. And another popular thing I've seen around on the internet are these teething necklaces that the mom wears. Like, so I would wear it and then he can like chew on it, but I didn't get something like that because I didn't want to I didn't want to have him get used to biting on my jewelry or pulling on my jewelry. So I just chose not to get that. And now there are a whole lot of other teething remedies out there. These are just the main things that have worked for me, and the things that I'm still using. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions for me, or if you have any of your own suggestions of what you've used as Kai's still teething right now, go ahead and comment below. And right now I am dreading the molars coming out. Every single person that has children has told me that that's going to be the worst. So I will see how all these different remedies will work when that comes along. And one thing also that I want to mention that his pediatrician told me, and that I've seen on the internet, that if your baby does have teething pain that goes to that gets really bad, and where your baby actually has a fever, that you can give your baby the recommended dosage of baby Tylenol or baby Motrin. So now those aren't natural remedies because they do have medicine in them, actual like medicine. So it's not something that I've resorted to yet, but I was told that once he is teething and the molars are coming out, when those are coming out, that he may get a fever, and that's something that is good to have on standby just in case. So yeah, so that's it for this video. If you liked it or found anything useful from it, please go ahead and like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, I do have some more videos coming up, and thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.